If you are looking for the perfect date night glam for Valentine's Day, this pink and berry makeup look is romantic, bold and still super wearable. Let's get started. Want a very well pre-hydrated complexion? I'm starting with the Shiseido Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer. This is one of my all-time favorites for special occasion makeup and a staple in my kit. It slightly blurs the skin, controls excess sebum, and really helps extend the wear time, especially for combination to oily skin. For foundation, one of my go-to long wear options is the YSL All Out Foundation. It has a matte finish and an incredible longevity, but because my skin is combination and tends to get dehydrated in colder months, I like to mix it with one pump of a hydrating foundation. In this case, the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. This way, I keep the long wear power but avoid that overly flat dry look. I first apply everything with a brush, spread the product evenly. Then I go in with a sponge to blend everything seamlessly into the skin. For concealer, I'm using my trusted NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I place it first in the inner corner of the eye, where darkness is strongest, then under the eyes in a soft V shape. I also brighten the center of the forehead, chin, corners of the mouth and bridge of the nose. Whatever is left on the brush, I use to even out the eyelids. I let the concealer set slightly while I move on to bronzer. I'm using Huda Beauty Tangerine Light. This shade works best on light to medium skin tones, but on my fair skin I use a very small amount and only when I want a more bronzed look, especially if I'm not planning to add powder bronzer later. This product is extremely pigmented, so I build it gradually. I apply it strategically on the cheekbones, around the forehead perimeter, along the jawline, and on the sides of the nose. For the nose, I slightly pinch the brush to keep the application precise. Then I go back with the sponge to blend everything and soften the edges between concealer and bronzer. Before setting the face, I make sure everything is well blended into fine lines. A trick I love for long-lasting but natural under eye is this. First, I set with the brush to really get into the inner corner and fine lines. Then I gently press powder with a powder puff to lock everything in. This prevents creasing while still looking smooth. On the center of my face, especially the T-zone, I use the powder puff for maximum longevity. I also lightly set underneath the contour to define it and prevent movement. On the rest of the face, I apply a lighter mineral powder from Kiko Milano, which has a subtle radiance and keeps the skin natural, not heavy. Before filling in my brows, I brush them upward with a spoolie. I'm using the Sleek Brow Kit in medium. This is an affordable and decent brow palette. The powder is slightly warm and perfect for brunettes, but the gel is quite natural and suitable also for blondes. The gel is quite creamy, but not super long lasting. I use a very small amount to define the base of the brow first, then blend upward. I fill sparse areas with light strokes and brush through again. To increase longevity, I lightly set with powder and finish with my favorite Benefit 24-hour brow gel. Before I shadow, I apply a small amount of Real White Shadow Primer, which has an ivory shade and helps the shadow last much better than concealer alone. For this look, I used shades from the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, which is discontinued. You don't need this exact palette. I'll make sure to link similar alternatives in the description box. Using a tapered blending brush, I apply a burgundy shade to the inner and outer corners, creating that sandwich effect. Then I pack the color with tapping motions to build intensity. In the outer corner, I sketch a line extending the lower lash line upward toward the crease to establish direction. Then I fill in a soft V shape and blend toward the center. I leave the center of the lid bare for a gold liquid eyeshadow. This exact one is also discontinued, but I link similar options below. I apply it on the back of my hand first, then pick it up with a flat brush and place it on the center. With what's left on the brush, I blend the edges so it melts into the burgundy. To add dimension, I apply shimmery burgundy pink over the matte shade, blending softly into the gold. Then a lighter pink goes on the edges and along the lower lash line. To soften everything, I use a natural blush shade in the crease as a transition. For brightness, I apply pink glitter in the inner corner and add a final touch of gold for sparkle. To finish the eyes, I apply half lashes focused on the outer corner for a lifted shape, then a waterproof black pencil on the waterline to intensify the look, and mascara to blend my natural lashes with the falsies. To add dimension, I use a powder contour shade that mimics natural shadows. This look needs a bright pink blush. Here I'm using one from Zara. The formula is slightly dry, but the shade is perfect for this romantic look. For glow, I apply a creamy highlighter on the high points of the cheeks. Then I contour my lips with NYX Hot Cocoa, blending slightly for a soft ombre effect. And in the center, I apply a rosy nude lipstick. I set everything with the Urban Decay setting spray, which is amazing for combination to oily skin when you want longevity. A few spritz of Giorgio Armani Si Passione, which is perfect for Valentine's Day, and not only, and we are done. And this is the final Valentine's Day date night glam. Bold, romantic, and perfect for brown eyes and not only. Fun fact, this was when I was blonde. Should I go back? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!